What's going on, y'all? Chad here, back with another video. Welcome back to my channel. Um, Today I want to talk about something a little bit more serious, and in light of this is something that I've been thinking about recently, in light of the recent stuff going on with men and their mental health, and a lot of men not dealing with their emotions and stuff. And I'm one of those men that really struggled to deal with his emotions for a while now. It's only now that I'm really focusing really on myself that I really got to learn how to control my emotions, and I'm still not even good at it, but I'm at this point where I feel like I could talk about it and hopefully help other men out there and stuff like that, and even help other people see that a man is in emotional distress and see whether they can help him or not. But this is something that has been bothering me my entire life, because when most of the time in this society, when you're young and you're a boy, and let's say an adult sees you crying, they're like, why are you crying? You're crying like a girl. And that puts a mental block on men and stuff like that. In society, we see men showing emotion as weakness, which is really not. It is not weakness. It's a normal human thing. And I really think that that's something that we should push to change in our society, because showing an emotion is not weakness. It's human, And there's a quote that Nelson Mandela, I mentioned it in my earlier video today. It states, "Brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who accepts that fear." Conquers that fear. And we as men, yes, we are allowed to have emotion, but it's what we do with that emotion afterwards is what really counts. It's like, for example, right? Let's say our girl broke up with us, right? And we have all these mixed feelings with hurt and sorrow and this and that, and all sorts of, different kinds of emotions. And some men don't handle that correctly. Look at Kanye. He's going through a mental breakdown because of this stuff, bro. And no one saw that. It's like people didn't realize what those signs were after that stuff happened to him back then. But he lost his mom, and look what's happening to him now. No one helped him through that emotional distress. No one helped him through this stuff, and this man is suffering, and he's a millionaire. So imagine people like me and you and others that don't have that monetary financial background or stability, and we have to deal with this and our emotions. We have to deal with, some of us has to deal with bills, some of us have to deal with girlfriends, some of us have to deal with our siblings, our parents, our houses, our cars, stuff like that, and we don't have the money he has to just get those stuff done, and then that adds up, and that goes on and goes on and goes on, and then we can't get out of this hole. So I just want to make a couple suggestions that I think that would help a lot in terms of getting your feelings out, and really understanding, even, and it's not only for men but for women as well, to just understand where their guy is coming from, and what their guy is feeling. Because some guys might not be like me, or like a couple of the guys I know that would just say how they feel. Some guys are gonna hide it, because, as I said, by society, we as men are not allowed to show emotion, and that's something that has grown up with us all this time, and it's very hard to change that after a while. It's very, very hard. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to put a couple suggestions out there, just a couple ideas up in the wind, so that you guys can get it. So we're gonna start now. So how we're gonna do this is that I'm gonna have 6 different points, and 3 are gonna be for men themselves, or for anyone actually, and the other 3 are gonna be for other people, especially like women, and we're gonna do it one. So 1 for men, 1 for ladies, 1 for men, 1 for other people. You get what I mean? So let's go. So the first one would be to get your feelings out as a guy. For me personally, what I did was that I got a lot of my feelings out through music. So I listened to guys like Juice WRLD, NF, those people that really spoke about social issues and issues that you go through every single day. That's why I love those two artists, especially Juice WRLD. That video is coming next. So find a way to get your music, your feelings out, whether it be through music, writing, video games, talking to somebody. I suggest talking to somebody strongly, somebody that you trust, even if it's like your mother or your father, somebody that you know that will listen to you and try to relate to you. Really get your feelings out. It's important for you to get your feelings out, because when you bottle that stuff up inside, that's gonna go against you. I guarantee it's gonna go against you in the long run. Point number 2, sometimes for women, y'all need to just shut up, bro. Honestly, like just shut up and listen, like honestly, because I know that sounds rude, but hear me out. When you talk, it blocks a lot of stuff going into your brain, because you're thinking about what you're gonna say, and you aren't listening to what that other person is saying. You aren't focusing on their body language. You aren't focusing on how they feel, you know, when you're speaking, and you're speaking a lot, and it gets very convoluted and gets very noisy. So sometimes you might need to close your mouth and let that person say what they have to say. Listen to that person. Listen to what they are saying. Listen to what they feel. You know, you can often hear a person's feelings through their body language or through their mood. You can literally see it on a person's face. Sometimes you just need to just watch, look at the person. Let the person know that you're there, you know? So next one, the third point I have would be find the best possible way to deal with the situation, preferably with a trusted person. This goes back to number 2, because once you realize that you have a problem, especially like let's say somebody died, right? Somebody that you are very close with died. Finding the best possible way to deal with that or to cope with that might be to talk with somebody that you're very, very close with, whether that be your girlfriend, your mother, best friend, whatever it is, somebody you can sit down and talk to, and that might be the best possible way for you to get your feelings out. Or maybe what you can do is like Juice WRLD, put your feelings and everything in your songs or in your art and make something from it. You know, I guarantee that you'll feel a lot better. I put so much of my feelings and my thought into these videos, and people have been watching them. Even there might be a small group of people right now, right? But I'm hoping that I can reach people further out and further and let them know that they're not the only ones going through. That sometimes you just need to know that you're not the only one going through this, you know? So next one, number 4, sometimes women and other people, you have to stop saying things that people are very sensitive about. For example, a lot of things that men are very sensitive about would be like their penis size or the size of their body, the size of their biceps, the size of their body, you know. I said that twice. Wow, okay. And even like some guys are going bald. They're sensitive about that, and especially women, y'all are the biggest culprits, you know. Y'all just say things that, you know, really rile a man up, and like I know some of you do it on purpose, but I'm just saying that you probably shouldn't, because that's the reason why we have so much domestic violence cases. That's why we have so many killings and stuff going on. This is why we have so many angry, damaged men going around today, and it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse as time go on. So just try to stop doing it, you know. Just as I said, we're going back to point number 2, just listen, you know. When you listen, you will really understand the situation, really understand what guys are feeling. Number 5, this one is for guys. It's okay to feel vulnerable, man. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel afraid. Like, those are all human emotions. You have the right to feel those things. Society doesn't judge whether you're a strong man or not. Society doesn't tell you whether you're a strong man or not. You decide that. Make sure that you are you know, where you want to be. It's okay to run from a gun. It's okay to run from gunshots. It's okay to run from somebody with a knife. You know, you don't have to put on this thug act. You don't have to put on this serious act and stuff that, you know, is only fake. You don't have to do it. You make yourself strong. And last one, for anybody, if you know any man going through a rough time, anything like that, be there for that person, because that person really, really needs you. Things could turn out so bad if you are not there for that person. I know people that have lost people through suicide. I know people who I've had friends overseas who almost committed suicide. I met them on a game, bro. Imagine. And some of them are really good people. They just don't have that support. They don't have the system, you know. They don't have anybody around them to help them. And that's why we have so many damaged guys around here. We need to stop telling our young boys that, you know, don't cry, you're crying like a girl. We need to understand why they're crying and show them how to deal with that emotion, how to become very emotionally stable. You know, if something happens, let them know it's okay to cry, it's okay to feel sad about it, but they have to get themselves back up and work on it. They have to get themselves back off the ground and work towards it. Don't let that little thing phase them. That's what we need to teach our young boys, especially the ones who don't grow up with father figures, with male figures in their households. We need to really, really focus on those guys, because those guys are, you know, feeling the worst effects of this, you know. So we really need to get that out there. We really need to show men that it's okay to feel vulnerable. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to not, you know, feel comfortable with something. And I'm living proof. If I'm not comfortable with something, I'm not comfortable with it. I don't drink, I don't smoke, and that's perfectly okay. In my opinion, I have my emotions and my feelings about it, and whoever is around me understands that. They understand. My friends understand my feelings and emotions towards certain things, and they really understand that. So that's it for me for today. This is all I wanted to talk about. Thank you guys for joining me. If you want more videos like these, even if you want to put down a topic for me to talk about, just drop it down in the comment section down below. Let me know what you want to see next. We're gonna get this going, keep this going, and I'll see you guys next time. Let's make better men. Let's make stronger men. Let's make more emotionally stable men. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.